Here's a question I had at the back of my head and never really got to think about it. So today I will present you my question. How do we actually calculate the time dilation that occurs in every level of the abyss? We know there are seven layers, you know. Sorry, I have not watched the anime in a long time, so pardon me. But yeah, there's seven layers. Each layer has more time dilation than the one before it, relative to the top, to the surface, orth. Mm, yeah, and we know the defined heights of each layer, the defined depths of each layer. Example, Edo font. I do not know what this text is really. A Gobble of Giants is 7,000. Edo front is 13,000 something. Season 2, the everything in season 2 is 1700, 17,000 something. And this, the above ones are season 1. This middle Edo front arc is movie 3, and this remaining is season 2. And this tiny bit, this short bit, is the new movie 4, I guess, that is just releasing. Okay, we need to now discover how do we get both clocks synchronized. This is one of the classic problems in physics itself. Okay, where we have this issue of synchronization in clocks as well, in space and anywhere we travel really. So I haven't really looked into that theory yet. Yeah, why am I even talking about fiction when I don't even know what happens in the real world? But setting it aside, I think we can have a let's say we fix that. We fixed the part about synchronization of clocks. That's I missed the part where that's the problem. So now that we fixed the synchronization of the clocks issue, how do we know by how much does the depth h affect the time dilation xt? Or let's take a nicer coefficient kt. So for each, what height, relative to height, how does it affect k, time multiplier, such that, example, in the bottom, if we spend 1 minute, what should be ktb at the top, such that the time spent 1 minute at that height and that depth, we calculate how much time really has passed in the surface. Okay, so we need to make k of each this function. The issue is, what basis should we take this as? Because you can just plot points and stuff. I think that's the only way you can really guess how the function works is plotting points and then graphing it. Okay, I guess there's a bigger standard way to do it. Okay, with time thingies, because time, you cannot stop time, so you have to really take this time interval thingy into consideration, So example, we need to also know that how does light work, because if we use example like a laser light to time our clocks, to time when the clock above reached a certain time and then it reaches the lower layers. Okay, and you can do time work it out, do some distortions and stuff to get the perfect enough value, for time. You know the speed of light and stuff, etc., etc. But we also know that light gets distorted between the layers due to the curves. So that's also an issue because, example, you're blasting a light from like this top edge. I get my sinus here. I don't know if you can see this. Okay, yeah, I can draw. From here, like you blast a light down at the middle at like some angle theta. Angle theta. We okay. It may get like if we go down, then it may get like distorted and stuff. Like it goes down here, then it goes down here, like so. It could be like that. Light could totally be screwed up the more down we get. So I guess you cannot really rely on that because, like, example, around at like a layer 3, I believe. Yeah, around like layer 3, you couldn't even see the surface. A layer 2, yeah, they weren't even drawing any surface because it's all dark and stuff. Or I guess that because they were on like these side edges, they don't really need to draw the sky because no one can get, like, example here. Why would the kids be at the very center? Okay, I guess we could just scaffold over here. But if you look up above, okay, the cameraman can fly, it's okay. Then light would still be, distorted enough that you cannot see the surface also. So it's a bump. Because I remember from here the severity is like very much. Okay, severity starts to really take a toll on kids. Okay, like Riko, she was starting to vomit at this stage. Heck, even at this stage, she struggled with it. So just imagine how. So the more severe the effects are, the more severe the distortion of light is because of the stronger cuts. Yes, nanachi can help us find, or like really any relic that could help us see the forces, see everything. We could make example like a big project where we could just dig down at the side of it and then call it a day. But then that also raises another issue of dealing with the time dilation of going to the center of the earth with gravity being even more stronger and blah blah blah. More fun physics to worry about instead of the physics going on. I think this would be a bit easier of a problem because we can the already seeing we have like so many physicists isekai into here. You can easily just calculate time dilation relative to the air in the shaft, because the air in the shaft would be relative to the earth and not inside the abyss, which is alive. The abyss could, yes, just expand and like screw us up. That's something to worry about. Or just that any animal could come in our way and then destroy us. I guess Bond Dude could come and help with us and help solve this mystery for the like build metal walls and stuff, everything big. I remember like either it was in like an episode or in the manga, I don't remember, that Hablog found like, okay, spoilers, okay, I do not know where I saw this, okay, but if you are only like an anime guy, then sorry, spoilers ahead. I guess I should have placed this at the front or something. Who cares? You already Either you are a hardcore fan or starting out and just found my video because I'm a mad guy. Anyways, so yeah, he found like a massive tunnel with one of the bondwood people, one of the bondwood people in it. With his Havelock was like with his team. He found it around like layer one or something. I don't know. I guess it was a new shaft because how would I think Bondwood already has like a elevator going from layer 1 where he connects the stray kids and stuff to go down to his Edophron and just shoots anyone or anything that comes in spot, yes. Because that would only explain the nanachi arc, really. Okay, Bondwood could help us reach any layer easily with his elevator if we just, started to help us in this mystery. He instead of experimenting on kids, he could help experiment on the abyss itself, because that's like half of the other half of his no, the main thing of his game, but trying to be a bit more accepted by the community than just being the person who experiments on children. Okay, besides that, I guess this would be like a really fun thingy to experiment. Obviously, nobody has been isekai'd yet in here. With all of the knowledge that we have gained over centuries in our own physics to then apply it here, I don't even think the orth is that much advanced enough to start to have people worry about this thingy, the time dilation math physics thingy. Well, they had electricity. I doubt they just don't want to streamline electricity. At least the place where Riko lives, at least that we have seen in the anime. Yeah. But I guess for now, I hope you like this little rant of mine, some ideas I could give, and what you can use to start tackling this theory idea of yourselves. Yes, and there's like a billion theories to work with. So I'm also just putting more water into this, more ice onto the iceberg. Okay. Yeah. Then one last thing. Have they? I don't know yet if they have yet to gain knowledge from like other continents in this world, because the story is like confined to this place or to Earth. Okay, why would they go to a different continent? Except for the fact if they want to really go in depth into the origins of where the I don't remember what the group is called. The group that came in a ship and came to Earth when it was in its Stone Age. Okay, them having like ships and stuff. So it really means the continent that the group was going from was like very advanced relative to that time period. Of course, I hope like by the time the anime starts, at like the time Riko is in, the continent that the original group, the first group came from, who traveled down for season 2's sake, their world would have advanced to have this enough of the math and technology that we have accumulated for now. Okay, I guess they could come in and help solve this team up with Bond dude, say like, hey, we want to do this, do that, and yeah. Okay, now actually bye. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe and share, and see you later.